In the headlines, a meeting to celebrate the 21st Vietnamese Family Day and respond to the National Month of Action for the Prevention and Control of Domestic Violence in 2022 in Cần Thơ City. The Women's Journalists Club of Cần Thơ City convenes its 5th Congress for the 2021-2026 term. The consultation sections on recruiting laborers majoring in nursing to work in Japan in 2022 at Cần Thơ City Job Service Center. Hello and welcome to Cần Thơ News, the English news program of Cần Thơ radio and television station, and top news today. In celebration of the 21st Vietnamese Family Day, June 28, 2001, June 28, 2022, and responding to the National Action Month for the Prevention and Control of Domestic Violence in 2022, on June 25th afternoon, Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Thực Hiện attended a meeting to mark these events. Cần Thơ City always closely adheres to the directions of the central government on building Vietnamese families in the new situation. Domestic violence prevention and control has also been implemented by many practical models at the grassroots level. At the meeting, 6 typical families of 10 years of building a cultured family in the 2012-2021 period received certificates of merit from the City People's Committee, and 10 families received certificates of merit from the Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism. Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Thực Hiện asked that the central government directions in building families in the new situation, the Municipal Party Committee's directions on strengthening the leadership of the party in improving the cultural and spiritual life of the people in synchronization and harmony with economic and urban development continue to be implemented. Agencies, units of the city and localities closely coordinate in the implementation of family work and domestic violence prevention and control, strengthen state management, strictly handle violations, and timely reward those with accomplishments. The contest of the club called Building Sustainable Families and Warm and Affectionate Family Meals were also organized at Cần Thơ Culture Center. 10 teams from the districts and the city public security joined the contest of Building Sustainable Families Club. Accordingly, the teams took part in the self-introduction round with stage performances. The round of studying the laws took place in a multiple-choice form, featuring content of the Law on the Elderly dated 2009, Law on Marriage and Family dated 2014, and the Law on Children dated 2016. The contest of warm and affectionate family meals attracted the participations of 10 families from different districts and 2 families from Cần Thơ City Public Security and Cần Thơ University. The teams prepare a meal for 4 people with at least 3 dishes in a maximum duration of 50 minutes and materials worth 300,000 Vietnam dong. On June 25th morning, the Women's Journalists Club under the Journalists Association of Cần Thơ City convened its 5th Congress for the 2021-2026 term. In the 2016-2021 term, the Women's Journalists Club of Cần Thơ City admitted 26 new members, bringing the member tally to 87. Along with closely adhering to the leadership and the action program of the City Journalists Association, the female journalists of the club have enthusiastically improved their capabilities and work ethic in the direction of modern and multimedia journalism to achieve many awards at local and central level journalism competition. In the past term, the club's executive board, with a great sense of responsibility and support from all the individuals and collectives, have drastically mobilized funds to organize expertise training classes, multiple field trips, and gift presenting events supporting needy women and children. For the 2021-2026 term, the Women's Journalists Club seeks to attract and admit new members, accelerate the reformation of content and method of its activity, and organize at least 1 field trip each year to share experiences with the equivalent clubs of all the localities, thereby helping female correspondents to enhance their expertise and come up with quality journalism works. The 5th Congress of the Women's Journalists Club elected its 9-strong executive board for the 2021-2026 term. Nguyễn Thị Thanh Tiến was re-elected to be the club's president, while president of Cần Thơ City Women's Union Võ Kim Thoa was invited to be the club's honorary president. Moving on other news. On June 24th afternoon, head of the city-level scientific and technological project entitled State Management on Security and Order for Students of Universities and Colleges of Cần Thơ City Public Security organized a workshop to receive comments and proposals from experts, local police officers, and student management bodies of universities and colleges. In recent years, in universities and colleges in Cần Thơ City, certain problems related to security and order situation started to emerge, such as the mobilizing and receiving scholarships from organizations and individuals with foreign elements, creating Facebook and Zalo accounts to join groups, illegally propagate religions through social networks and the internet, distribute leaflets with harmful content such as defaming organizations and individuals, slandering leaders, propagating against the party and state, and breaking the law. At the workshops, the delegates emphasized the need to raise awareness and professional qualifications for officials and staff at universities and colleges, accelerate the propagation and dissemination of the law in university and colleges in rich and diverse forms, actively collect information and documents in service of state management activities at universities and colleges in the area, formulating and promoting the implementation of regulations on close and effective coordination between the public security units and competent agencies, as well as departments and branches in state management, strengthen inspection and promptly handle complicated situations occurring in educational institutions. The consultation sections on recruiting laborers majoring in nursing to work in Japan in 2022 was organized by the Department of Labor, Invalid and Social Affairs of Cần Thơ City in collaboration with Seoul Local Comedy at Cần Thơ City Job Service Center, took place on June 25th morning with the attendance of representatives of concerned agencies, colleges and university, and 150 students that were interested in the opportunity. At the consultation sections, the representative of Seoul Local Comedy introduced technical intern training programs in Japan under fixed-term contracts. Accordingly, the professions that are regularly recruited by the Japanese markets are mechanical processing, electrical, electronics, welding, food processing, and construction engineering, among others. Notably, there was the job of kaigo, or caring for the elderly, with a basic salary ranging from 30 to 38 million Vietnam dong per month. In addition, students are given specific advice on job requirements, application process, training opportunities, support policies, and relevant information, thereby offering students an opportunity to find jobs in the labor market abroad, contributing to creating jobs, reducing the unemployment rate, and creating a source of high-quality laborers for Cần Thơ City. Following the leaders of the City People's Committee, the education sector of Cần Thơ City urgently boosts the vaccination against coronavirus for teachers and students to further improve the vaccination against COVID-19 rate in the whole sector.
The vaccination point of the whole sector of Ninh Kiều district at Đoàn Thị Điểm Secondary School was held on June 23rd morning. In previous days, the number of people coming for injections has increased significantly. Among those who came for injections, many teachers and students aged 5 to 11 years old. In particular, there is a child who was only 8 years old but has received 2 doses of COVID-19 vaccines. I'm vaccinated against the coronavirus. I have had 2 injections already. I think that vaccination improves health. My family is ready to take children vaccinate. According to Cần Thơ Department of Education and Training, up to the present time, the rate of vaccination against coronavirus for the 3rd shot among officers, office workers, officers and workers in the whole sector has reached over 91% and the 4th shot nearly 22%.
Heads of town units shall make a list, coordinate with the Preventive Medicine Center for students aged from 12 to 17. It is necessary to make a list of additional injections. The first and second shot have not been given. Besides, we are also preparing a list of the third shot for children aged 5 to 11. We need to propagate, mobilize, and explain so that parents can agree to increase the injection rate. Today, I come for the 4th shot vaccination. I think this is necessary while we are still fighting the coronavirus disease.
Despite achieving a relatively high vaccination rate, however, according to the education sector, the work of vaccinating students from 5 to under 12 years old still faces certain difficulties. Therefore, the active response of parents must increase the injection rate in preschool and primary school students as required by the Ministry of Health.
And now is the time for weather updates. Weather information has also wrapped up today's edition of Cần Thơ News. To watch our news program again, you can log on to our website at kênthtv.vn. And now, thank you very much for tuning in. Goodbye and see you next time.